By the way, I'm gonna put a hat on like Cam Newton here in a couple minutes. I'm gonna put a hat on without a brim. I contend it looks good on Cam Newton because stuff looks good on Cam Newton. You know how certain people can wear stuff and they have the right body and the right look and the right style, and it just looks good. Cam Newton looks good in outfits. I would be embarrassingly goofy looking. I mean, he can pull it off.
I truly can't wait for that.
I mean, there's certain moments like sometimes you'll see stuff like at fashion shows with women who are like 6'1".
Oh, of course. I'm 5'2". This is my life. I have to evaluate each outfit with about 7 inches off of whatever the model has on.
So last night I saw something so shocking I can't believe it's allowed in sports, and I thought, let's go to best for last.
After almost 3 hours, Colin apparently hasn't gotten to the point yet. Quit holding out on us, Hert. It's the best for last.
So these are the 5 or 6 things, the head scratchers that are still allowed in sports. And it is remarkable to me because leagues are changing rules every year in sports to make them safer, to make them better. So last night, a hockey fight. Lars Eller of the Capitals celebrates a goal. Caps go up 7-0 on the Bruins. And Brad Marchand of Boston then demonstrates his displeasure by repeatedly punching him in the skull. And I'm not joking here. Marchand landed more punches than both fighters in the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight combined. And what's goofy in hockey is the guy losing the fight, who's just trying to protect himself, he got a 5-minute penalty too. Why we allow this? It doesn't happen in the playoffs. They don't allow in the playoffs. You don't see it.
He is really losing that fight.
Oh, and the guy losing the fight, he gets a 5-minute penalty too. Here's the other thing: football games played on baseball field. The Raiders are playing on a baseball field. So the good news is, listen, they may be in last place, but they do lead the NFL in triples. This past week, the Raiders going for a field goal with a rookie snapper, like a rookie punter holding on a baseball field. How about this one? Golfers get disqualified for signing the wrong score. Can you imagine, think about this for a second, that Tiger Woods wins a major and then walked into a trailer after the event, signed an incorrect scorecard, and got disqualified? Now, think about this in golf. Computers can now track every aspect of a golf shot, distance to exit velocity, but we force golfers to keep score with a paper and pencil, and we will take the win, a major, away from you if your pen doesn't have an eraser.
But it's such a beautiful sport, Colin. You have to stick with the traditions.
Oh, God. How about throwing a baseball at a batter's head? Anywhere in the U.S., if you took a solid object and deliberately launched it at somebody else's head, you would get 3 to 5 years minimum jail time. On a baseball field, a very brief suspension and a pat on the back from your manager. It's the lack of punitive punishment for this is shocking. Here's another baseball one, not that we're picking on it. 162 Major League Baseball season decided by a one-game playoff. Now think about that for a second. Think about that. Can you imagine getting in your car today and driving 1,800 miles to see a friend, having lunch, not even staying the night or the weekend, and driving back home? That's baseball. 162-game season, and you play one playoff game? Baseball is a game of attrition. It's a game of my bullpen over a series is better than your bullpen. That's why you don't fly to Cincinnati and play the Reds once. You play them 3 or 4 times. And finally, my biggest head scratcher is dumping Gatorade on a winning coach. Congratulations. It's November, December, January. You just won the Super Bowl. Now here's pneumonia. I will never get that.
Oh, that video we're showing, if you can't see it on radio, it's hilarious.
God.
It's such a fail.
Okay, so Cam Newton came out. I don't wear hats backwards. I think they just look juvenile. So Cam Newton did something today that, and this is just the way it works. Women could say this. You said you're 5'2", and most models are like 5'11", 6 feet tall, so the clothes drape on them a certain way, right? And that's why most supermodels, it's mostly about, height and can stuff drape. Same with guys, by the way. Most male models are tall and thin. They're not thick and muscular guys. But I said that Cam Newton's a guy that he just looks better in stuff than most guys do. Now, this is actually fairly ridiculous. So Cam is wearing a baseball hat. He cut off the brim. But let's be honest about this. It looks okay. It kind of looks cool. Now, so I'm going to try this.
You like this look?
No, I think it looks great. I think it actually is very fashionable on him. So our staff took a baseball cap, and they cut the brim off. See how dumb this looks on me?
Let's see.
This is going to look so stupid on me. Hold on.
Oh, man.
Hold on. That doesn't even look. I don't have okay, hold on. There we go. Now, that's the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life. Is that the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life? Now, look at how good Cam looks. I mean, what do I look like? I should be in juvenile.
You look like, when you first put it on, it was very reminiscent of, like, the Mickey ears at...
exactly, because I got big ears.
At Disneyland.
Look at this. This will end up on a blog somewhere. And Cam Newton looks great.
It's a look. I mean, I think...
I look like a Mouseketeer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I look like. Yeah. I look like a Mouseketeer. and Cam looks great.
I mean, it could be the colors of the hat, but I don't know if that's the look for you.
This hat, that's the emblem for a Big Three team.
Yes.
Is it the Cyclopses or something? I forget what it is. I forget which one that is. So
that's Trilogy.
Trilogy, my bad. Trilogy. So we have tonight Greg Cosell stopped by, Nick Wright, D'Angelo Hall, all sorts of good stuff. We have tonight New England and the Colts. I really do think Tom Brady's going to throw for probably his 500th career touchdown pass. And the one thing I like about him, it's really funny, is that Brady has been, we don't do this enough. We don't reward people for honesty. What we do is we go to Twitter and we hate people who don't tell us what we want to hear. And the one thing I always liked about Brady, he's not selling me Oreos. He's not selling me mid-size sedans. He's not selling me stuff he doesn't use. He wears Uggs. He's got a supermodel wife. He shows you video in his documentary about living on kale smoothies and his workout regimen. Now, it's not my life, but it's his life, and it's a real life. And it's like, and nobody's being honest with us. I mean, you ever see politicians like Hillary Clinton would put on a baseball cap for the Cubs or the White Sox, or John Kerry, or, you see politicians do this all the time. Oh, I love sports. I love the local team. And you're like, no, you don't. You're trying to get votes from me. You're just a BSer. You don't love sports, John Kerry. You don't. I mean, you don't love sports. But you want my vote. And it's like Hillary would do that all the time. It was like Bill Clinton did like Arkansas Razorback basketball. Like, he was a fan of college basketball. And I do think Barack Obama liked hoops. Ronald Reagan liked baseball. Like, Gerald Ford was a football guy. We have had presidents who are, have a sport. Gerald Ford actually played at Michigan. Yeah, George Bush owned the Rangers. He was a baseball guy. But I don't know. Brady is a guy, he doesn't sell products. He just doesn't.
He's authentic
funny
to what he is.
Here's Peyton's commercials.
Cuss at me.
Sandwich.
Cuss at me. Chicken parm, you taste so good.
I don't know.
You don't think he eats chicken parm sandwiches?
I'm sure he has. I don't want to bang on Peyton Manning. He's a legend. He deserves our respect. But it's just, I always feel like you're trying to sell me stuff. Like, I always appreciate this about, like, Kobe Bryant. Like, Kobe wasn't for everybody. But Kobe was pretty authentic. He would do fashion shoots, and he wanted to win an Oscar. Kobe was always kind of authentic to what Kobe was. Shaq is doing – I'm not even going to mention the insurance company. Shaq's doing an insurance company, which is an insurance company for people that have been in 7 head-on collisions in October. I mean, it's like Shaq's doing stuff that's just
I think Shaq uses Icy Hot.
I think he may use Icy Hot. He doesn't use that insurance company he said he uses. That's like for people who get in collisions regularly. Like, that's the lowest-end insurance. But I appreciate Brady. He's like, listen, man, I wear Uggs, and I eat kale shakes, and I sleep on he does a bed commercial. It's like a $2,700 bed. He's like, okay, this is what I am. I'm a real guy. This is what I do. I like it. Blazing 5 tomorrow. Colts-Patriots talk tomorrow. Whitlock and Wiley's around the corner. Radio listeners, we'll see you in 24 hours. The Hert.